Well, hello everyone. Welcome back. It's not my normal day. My normal day would have been, well, I'm recording this Monday night, but I really doubt that it'll get posted before Tuesday. So my normal day would be Sunday coming into Monday, and it's going to be Monday coming into Tuesday before I get this out. That's fine. I might actually even delay it a couple days. I don't know yet because I have Flosstubeversary coming up. So my first video posted January 29th of 2020. So right before the pandemic started. So January 29th is my second Flossiversary. Thank you so much to the people who've been here from the very start or close to it. And actually, just thank you everybody. I'm so excited that people actually watch this. You have no idea. I thought I was going to put it out there, and I have the one friend who encouraged me to do it. I figured that would be the only person to watch it. And somehow there's 250-ish people that are subscribed. And that just blows my mind. And I appreciate each and every one of you. And I love it when you give me likes and say hi so that I know that you are there. So if you want to do that, feel free. If you don't, no big. Thank you for being here and thank you for watching. So, Flosstubeversary. Yeah, the reason that I'm delayed is because last weekend was 24 hours of cross stitch. Did I do 24? Did I do 20? 18. 10? 10. 10. I didn't even get halfway. But I haven't been feeling well the last few days. I had a headache for like 2 weeks straight. I always have a low-grade headache, but I had a real headache for like 2 weeks straight. I think it's just stress, but... So I didn't do a lot of stitching. I did some zoning out. I actually did a lot of sleeping. You know something's going on when I go to sleep at 10 o'clock on a Saturday night. 2 weekends in a row did that. So, yeah. Anyway. I've got a lot of catching up to do. It's been a little bit over 2 weeks since the last I spoke to you. So I have a lot of stitching updates. I have some life update. As you can probably guess, if you watched the last video and you heard my big news, things are in motion there. So we'll go ahead and dive right in. First off, whips. I worked on 2, 3, 4, 5... 6 or 7. I don't know. We'll find out as I go. The first 2 were Magical Stitches prompts. They were part of my goal of putting hands on at least one older whip every week, along with the ones that I'm currently working on and any new starts. So it kind of worked out that the Magical Stitches prompts required me to work on these, and they fulfilled both goals. So the first one is Bookworm. And that chart is by Charting Creations. I don't remember the name of the artist. I should probably get around to looking that up at some point. But the last time I showed it to you in my whip parade, it looked like this. And one of the problems that I had with this one is when I was stitching it, I made a counting error and large clumps of what I had been working on were in the wrong place. And rather than having to frog like the whole 500 stitches that I had done up to that point, I kind of decided that I was going to just start new. So here is where I am. And it's caught on a million things because there's so much. This is actually bigger than Deal Struck. So anyway, this was all of the old stuff, and somewhere in here, everything is off. So I started over here. I did a little over 100 stitches right in there. And I probably won't touch it again for a good long time. And it's 250,000 stitches, so the finish time on that one is probably in decades. Hi, you're gonna come straight up the most inconvenient way possible, aren't you? get your butt up here then. If you're new here, this is Lexi. She kind of does whatever she wants, which usually involves getting directly in my way, but looking spectacularly cute while she does it. So, I mean, come on. Who could be mad at this face, right? I could. I can. I do get mad at this face sometimes. And she could care less. Well, that was short-lived. Anyway, next up, the other project that I only worked on a teeny bit, Grimm's Fairy Tales. And the last time I showed it to you, it looked like this. This one I actually got a decent amount done on. I didn't quite, was working on it at the end of a day, and so if I had been working on it like on a Saturday afternoon, I probably would have gone ahead and finished Rapunzel, but as it is, I did not. I got everything done except like the motifs that are in the variegated threads. There's another one down here, and then there's a bunch all over here that I didn't get done, but otherwise the rest of it's done. The actual like scene is done. So once I get that variegated done, this will be exactly halfway done. I will have done 6 months out of the 12. This was the 2020 sale from Cloud's Factory. So I really should work on it more. I've mentioned before, for some reason I don't like it. I don't know why. It's cute. It's not difficult to work on. I just not feeling it. Next up, these are in no particular order other than where I piled them up when I brought them in here to talk about. So the next one is Deal Struck. I really haven't worked a whole lot on this one, but I did make progress. So, good news. Oh, the last time I showed it to you, it looked like this. And this is where I'm at now. So I finished another whole column. So I only have one full column to go. And actually it's technically not a full column because this cuts into that. But I have that to go. I have that. That is not a full width column. It's 7 stitches wide instead of 10. So I'm getting actually quite close to done with this page, and then I can go back up and do some color over here. I've just got to force myself to work on it, and that hasn't been happening lately. My brain is all over the place. I'm working on what makes me happy and what I can focus on, and lately that hasn't been this one. But it's going to get back into the rotation very soon. And this page will get done very soon. Next up, Cozy Cafe. And the last time I showed this to you, it looked like this. And this is the one I am working on with my friend the Cooking Nerd, and we made a pact to finish the next cup, which is Earl Grey, by the end of the month. And I'm gonna have to work my tail off to make that because I've got, what, a week left? So, and a lot's going on in that week. So I'm gonna have to work my tail off. Here is where I'm at. So I've just got the saucer down here and a little bit of the teacup to do on this page, but then you can see the cup's cut off because the page that I'm working from, this is a paper page, that is the end of the page. So I've printed the next one that has the rest of the cup on it. So I gotta get into gear on this one, but it's still, I think, so adorable. I love the fabric choice that I made for this one. Not to pat myself on the back or anything, but good job, Carrie. This is 16 count Haley's Garden from Mystic Fabrics. And I just love the pinks and greens and browns and ivories in it. And I think it really makes this particular project pop. And I can't wait to see more. If you don't follow Stitchy Rin on Instagram, first of all, why aren't you? On Instagram and on Flosstube, they actually posted the finished version of the Cozy Cafe Sal, and with the beading done and everything, and it looks fantastic. So you should go check it out. Stitchy Rin on Instagram also has a Flosstube. I don't think they've talked about that one on their Flosstube yet, which is the more reason to go subscribe to that, so that when they do, you can see it live and in person, or live and on camera. I don't know. I just talk out of, I just babble. And if you haven't figured that out yet, you must be new here. Next up is the Cryptid Sal. And the last time I showed this to you, it looked like this. And here is where I'm at now. I have Yeti finished. I have started working on Ahul. When I finished Yeti, I didn't finish the frame under it, because when I uploaded that particular pattern into Pattern Keeper, it just uploaded this part. It didn't upload the frame or these skulls over on the side. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to finish this one, finish the skulls in between. I'm going to finish the frame under this one, and then I'll go back and fill this in when I have the pattern and I know how many stitches there are there. And then I'll keep moving up. This Friday is the last release on this one. So I'm going to be a good, I don't even know how many, a lot. I don't know. Anyway, this is where I am. This is where I am. I don't know how many there are left. A lot. This is 16 count Olympia from Mystic Fabrics. It's a silver and ecru blend. Next up are the two I probably got the most work in on. The first one is CL Phantom Hive. And the last time I showed this one to you, it looked like this. This is the one that is made to go with Sebastian there. That was made for me by Crafty Rogue Gamer. So I have the matching character, and here is where he is at. So I got all of the hair done. I've started filling in the face. And then once that gets done, it'll go pretty fast, because that's the thing with this style of drawing is big head, little body. So I'm actually a good ways, probably pretty close to halfway, if not over halfway on this one. And this is done on 18 count Over the Moon by Color and Cotton. So there's CL again. And the final one, on the 17th, which would have been Betty White's 100th birthday, we started the Betty White Tribute Sal. We started with a kickoff stitch and chat. Thank you to everyone who joined me for those. I had two different ones, one at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, because here in the United States it's federal holiday, so some people didn't have to work, and then that also gave us a chance to, I had at least one friend from Europe pop in because it was evening over in the UK where she was. So 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and another one at 8 o'clock in the evening, and we just stitched and worked on our sals. I am doing the Walk Fast sampler from Lindy Stitches, but I've said do whatever you want. The hashtag to post under is hashtag Betty White Tribute Sal or hashtag Betty White 100 Sal. either one of those, if you post with that hashtag, I'm going to see what you've done and get to enjoy your work with you. So there is no last time I showed this one to you because I started it in the past 2 weeks. So here is how far I have gotten. And most of this was done on the 2 different chats. I got there's 600 and some stitches here, and 500 of them were done on that chat. So here's where I'm at. And I'm working my way across the first page. So this is the edge of the first page, and then there's just a couple more rows down here below to get to the complete first page on this one. This border, I can already tell you, is going to give me fits. It's huge, it's intricate, it's fine, it's totally fine. So we are continuing to work on this. I am thinking of doing some more stitch-in chats. For those of you that have presence on a Discord server, we've actually figured out how to stream on the Discord video chat. So I was thinking maybe the next time I do a stitch-in chat, I'll stream the Golden Girls and we can all watch it and stitch together. I don't know, still thinking about it. But here's where I got to. So that's it for my whips. Not a whole lot worked on for the fact that I worked on that it was a little bit over 2 weeks, but several of those I got a lot of work in on. So I'm pretty proud of that. Plans. Like I said, I'm kind of going to bounce around. The one thing I know I'm going to work on is the cryptid Sal, because the prompt this week for Magical Stitches, there was a misunderstanding about this one. The way that it was worded was to work on your prompt with the most number of stitches complete. I thought that meant most number of stitches complete, which for me would obviously be Deal Struck because I've got 20,000 stitches done on that one, and most of my other, none of my other projects are even 20,000 stitches large, so obviously that one I have the most stitches in. But turns out what they meant by that was the one that is the furthest to completion. Well, I don't know. I have no freaking clue which of mine is the closest to completion. My best guess, though, would be either CL, because like I said, he's probably around halfway done, maybe a little bit more than halfway done. And then I know the Cryptid Sal is over halfway done because I got this entire half done and then plus Yeti. So I think this is what I'm going to call my whip with the most stitches in, the one that I've got closest to done. How sad is it that I don't have a whip that's more than 50% done? I've got a long way to go this year. And then other than that, it's going to be just whatever I want to work on. Cozy Cafe is going to get some work done. I'm going to try to make that goal. I wanted to have CL done by the end of the month. That's not going to happen, but I still want to get some stitches in on that. I want to try to get back to Deal Struck. And I need to pull out something old to get a little hands-on time so that I can keep that up. What that's going to be, I don't know. I'm probably just going to go up to my hangers and look at them and pull something down. Something that's the first one on one of the hangers. So, yeah. So that's it for that. Haul. I have an unboxing to do. First, I'm going to show you some of the little loose stuff, mostly because when I was going through my whips, I knocked the box off the end of the bed, so I'm going to have to go get it. So I'm going to do this stack of stuff first. So, first, I got the final piece of the Zodiac cell from Tiny Modernist, and it's basically just the sun and the moon in the frame. I'm still on Pisces. I'm still way back in February. It's fine, right? For the Betty White Sal, I hadn't been paying attention and realized later that I had not ordered enough of a couple of threads. So the border color, which is Amber Waves from Classic Colorworks, I had not ordered enough of. And then the color that is used for the fish, which is Bejeweled, I had not ordered enough of. So I ordered those. And of course we know around here, no floss travels alone. Usually. Caveat to that momentarily. So when I ordered those from crossstitchingsupplies.com, which is one of my favorite places to shop, I also got a pattern I've been wanting for a little while. This one is Tiny Modernist. It's called Secret Garden. And if you look the right way, you can see that the whole world is a garden. And that is what it looks like. I don't know why I like this one. It's definitely not my style. But I did, so I got it. Because no floss travels alone. Except right now ordering from Color and Cotton, because they didn't have any fabric in that I liked. So I've been waiting. I have several of the colors for the Bendy Stitchy Seasonal Witches have been on back order. And so 2 of them were ready. And they are Dark Indigo, which I really just love that color, and Alexandrite. And then Color and Cotton sent me a gift of some other 2 colors. Hi. Of course, as soon as I start getting stuff out, you're back. Do not lick my Q-snaps. Really? She's never done that before. One of us is gonna fall here. If you've ever done a stitch and chat with me, she will occasionally decide that she has had enough of me doing whatever it is I'm not doing and that I need to hug her right now, and she will actually come up and crawl under my arms. And it's really amusing to everyone except me. Okay, well, it kind of amuses me sometimes. What are you doing? I don't even ask anymore. I have never had a normal dog. What's it like? Okay, and then the last bit of haul before I do my unboxing is I got the fabric in for a couple of my sales. The first one is Climbing Goat Designs Temperature Galaxy Sal. I have no idea whether I'm going to do Indianapolis or my little hometown in Michigan, because I'm moving almost exactly halfway through the year, like mid-May. So I'll be 5.5 months here and 6.5 months there. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. But when I decide, I have the fabric, and this is why did I order 18 count? I thought it would be 16 count. 18 count nothing from Mystic Fabrics, which is one of my favorite fabrics. Because the name is cool. It's not quite black, but it's not as light as most of my grays. It's just a nice fabric, and I like it. So that's what I wanted to work on. And then the other piece is for my we gonna get a spin? It's been a couple weeks. Mission abort. Mission abort. Okay. So the last is for the Urban Stitches That Which Does Not Kill Us, which is the Victorian Gothic style blackwork sal with toxic and medicinal herbs and plants. And I decided that I wanted to do that on an even weave because I know that she does some fractional stitches in her sals, and it's just easier to do those on even weaves than it is on Ada. So this is 32 count Lugana, all the things, also from Mystic Fabrics. And I think that's just going to be a fun, nice parchment weathered page paper type look for my Victorian Gothic blackwork sal. Okay, and now it is time to open my Amazon packages here. Can you tell? It is time to open the Black Needle Society box. Let me go get it. Okay, so the theme this month for the Black Needle Society box is happy hour stitching, done in collaboration with the 2 Martini Stitcher. I actually don't have to worry about her nosing the knife for a change. That's nice. So let's see what we get. This box is jam-packed. All right. First off, the exclusive needle minder, and it says, always happy hour. And it's a martini. And you can't see it with that ring light. You can't see it anyway. Let's see if black will work, because I don't have a white. It's always happy hour. I like that one. Next up are the specialty flosses from this month, made by Live and Die LA. And it's a cocktail-inspired trio. I took my notebook that I usually use to hold up behind the flosses so that you can get a good color. I took that with me to work because I made notes in it for my new job stuff, and I shouldn't have done that. So first is, oh, but I have this piece of paper. Melon Illusion. And Bordeaux, which is actually looking a little bit browner than it is in real life. It is definitely a wine color. And Tequila Sunrise. I like those. They're bright and fun. a wine glass. This is cheers. And it's a nice fun texture at the bottom, although my paint's starting to scrape off already. Oh, that's sad. But wine glass. I can never have too many of those. This is the Tart raspberry syrup from Shaker and Spoon. It's a simple syrup, and then it's got a recipe on it to make a framboise thaw. Spiced apple cider, dry gin, this tart raspberry syrup, heavy cream, and cinnamon. So I love me some cocktails, so I can't wait to try that. We've got a tote bag from Blanca Design. It says it's stitch o'clock somewhere. Fun. A Martini Garnish counting pin set. So you've got olive, onion, and twist. Counting pins. Then we have, first of all, in the fun organza bag, snacking and crafting finger chopsticks. So you can pick up your snacks without having to get your hands dirty and then go wash it before you touch your whip again. It's kind of a clever little idea. We've got a fabric. It is not the fabric to go with the pattern in the box, but it is by Seraphim Fabrics. And I think it's called 5 o'clock, and it's supposed to be like a green olive color. Although I think it's more of a margarita color. Either way, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, right? Oh, it's actually called 5 o'clock somewhere. And this is a 16 count Aida because that's what I usually get. And then last but not least comes the pattern. Oh, I love it. I love it. This is right up my alley. It is by Ink Circles, who of course I love. And it is called 5 o'clock. And it's just all cocktails around the clock. Oh, I love it. Oh, it's so cool. So yeah, I'm really excited about this pattern. So there we go. There is the box. Very pleased with this one. What are you doing? The next box is, I'm very sad to say I'm not getting, it's the steampunk box. I'm not getting it because of this topic. I'm getting it because my bill would have been due December 10th and I had way too much Christmas stuff to do. So I won't be getting the steampunk box, but the May box, Mermaids, Unicorns, and Dragons, oh my. You better believe I'm getting that one. So there we go. That's my unboxing. That is the end of my haul. Quick life update. Life is moving. It's moving fast. I am in my last week at work. Today is Monday night, so I've already finished the day at work Monday. I have 3 days left, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I've already started crying over it. I had to write an email, and it was the last time I was going to be working with my specialty team, and so I wrote my status email, and then at the end I said my goodbyes and thank yous, and of course the waterworks started. So I can tell it's going to be a long week. I know I'm doing the right thing, but I'm still walking away from 12 years of my life and people that I've known for 12 years and some of my best friends. It's not goodbye. I'm going to be here in the city until at least May, and then we can keep in touch. But it's going to be an adjustment not seeing them every day. So it's going to be an emotional week. Then the following week, I start the new job. And I'm feeling like a little kid holding on to the side of the pool in the deep end. And I know that I know how to swim, but it's just so scary letting go. I'm good at my job. I've got my little spot carved out there. I know what I'm doing. But I know this is what I need to do. And my dad just called and set up internet at his place today. So I better do that because he really got sticker shock at how much internet costs. He gets sticker shock at everything, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, I'm committed and I'm terrified and I'm going through about 1 million emotions at once, but I know it's the right thing to do. And if you want to tell me it's the right thing to do, that's fine too. That'd be great. So that's kind of the big thing that is going on in my life right now. And it's going to be, in terms of like videos and when I'm going to do my next Flosstube, I don't know. I'd love to say I'll see you in 2 weeks, but my life is completely upended right now. I have to I was slowly converting my office from when I was in law school to a craft room, and now I'm having to convert it back from to a craft room / office because I'm not moving my crafting stuff out of there. But I have to clear out space for a home office now. So I've got to do that. I've got to start getting this place in shape to sell. I've got to start going through the closets and everything and being really vicious about what I'm going to keep and what I'm not, because I'm going to be moving into my dad's house for at least a little while. So I need to compact my life into a storage unit until I can find a house that I want to buy. So, because it's not really a big rental market in this little town that I'm in. If I can find a rental, awesome. But for a while, I'm moving back in with my parent. I can keep an eye on him there that way. It's fine. So, yeah. So I don't know when I'll do another video. Hopefully 2 weeks. But if I seemingly drop off the face of the earth for a little while, that's why. Everything's fine. Everything's better than fine. I just have a lot to do. So, reading, watching, listening to. I finished the X-Hex. It was cute. It wasn't super suggestive or racy, but it was just enough that I was really glad that I had headphones in when I was listening to it, because I was listening to it on audio. But it was cute. I enjoyed it. It's not my regular type of book. I was curious about it, but I don't know. It's not my usual type of book. I am just about finished. I got a little less than an hour left in The Devil's Novice by Ellis Peters. It's one of the Brother Cadfael books. It's the 8th one, and I've never read any of them, but for Magical Stitches, I had to have something that had novice in the title, so that's the one I chose. I'm really liking it. It started out kind of slow, and that may have just been me getting adjusted to the narrator, but now that I'm really into it, I'm really into it. What else have I done? I've been working on the 4th volume of Fairy Tale 100 Years Quest. I haven't gotten very far on that. I watched a few episodes of The Promise Neverland, which is an anime. It's about a group of orphans. They're living in an orphanage, and 2 of the older ones find out that it's not an orphanage, it's a farm, and they are growing children as food for monsters. So it's a horror manga. It's an interesting watch. They keep twisting. Every time you think you know what's going on, things twist. So it keeps your attention really well. And I've been binging The Golden Girls again, so there's that. I haven't been doing a lot more. But anyway, that is everything that I have to talk about. So thanks so much for joining me again. I hope everybody has a fantastic week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or however long it is until I get around to coming back. In the meantime, I'll be posting on Instagram at DNA Geeks Crafts if you want to kind of follow what's going on in my life. I will post there a little bit more often than I do videos, but probably not too much more often because, like I said, life is crazy. And anyway, stay safe, stay healthy. I'll see you next time. Bye!